Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to share my thoughts on some really interesting readings that explore the complexities of Philippine culture, history, and identity. So grab your coffee, make yourself comfortable, and let's dive into these reflections that make me think about who we are as Filipinos and where we're headed as a nation. Let's start by unpacking some intriguing points from these readings. First, the enduring influence of foreign cultures has left an indelible imprint on Philippine soil that cannot be washed away. These influences have seeped into the bedrock of culture and over time transformed the Filipino into something truly unique. I couldn't agree more. When you look at the Philippines, you see this incredible blend of Spanish, American, culture, and even indigenous influences in our food, language, traditions, and beliefs. These foreign elements have shaped who we are, but instead of overwhelming us, we've adapted them to create something distinctly Filipino. It's this unique fashion that makes us stand out globally. Second, the Filipino has been conditioned to think small, thus nationalism and national pride were not made part of his vocabulary, and the steadiest thing in his fluid mind is his family ties, its rituals, and its fetishes. His family is his best social security. This really hit home. Family is central to Filipino culture and it's often the core of our identity. While we do feel bursts of national pride during big events like sports victories or Independence Day, it's not something consistently nurtured in us. Instead, our focus is on family and personal relationships, which can be both a source of strength and a limitation when it comes to collective progress. Still, the resilience and support we gain from our families are uniquely Filipino. The Filipino is a person with 4 histories and 4 cultures. This statement is so powerful. Our identity as Filipinos is shaped by layers of indigenous roots, Spanish colonization, American influence, and modern globalization. It's a complex blend, and while it makes us unique, it also makes us constantly question who we are. This mix of influences challenges us to preserve our traditions while embracing the evolving culture around us. Now let's take a closer look at the Philippine society and culture, especially during the Spanish colonization. The Spanish left a lasting mark on us, not always in ways that empowered us. These readings highlight how we were conditioned to be subservient to foreign powers, which fragmented our identity into different social classes. Even today, you can still see traces of these in how we perceive ourselves. But what inspires me is our spirit of resistance. Whether thought, outright revolt, or quiet defiance, that resilience is still very much alive in us as a people. Here are my thoughts on some specific readings. First, cultural transformation, bring out the best in the Filipino. This reading was so inspiring. It emphasized that change starts from within. If we want to progress as a nation, we need to look at our culture, embrace our strengths, and work on our weaknesses. Our culture isn't stagnant, it's dynamic, and we have the power to evolve into a more united and progressive society. Second, fighting the war against forgetting. This one really stayed within me. It's so important to remember our history, the struggles, the injustices, and the lessons learned. Forgetting our past makes us vulnerable to repeating the same mistakes. This reading reminded me that understanding our history isn't just about knowing facts, it's about using those lessons to build a better future. Third, language and culture. Language plays such a huge role in our identity. It's more than just a way to communicate, it's how we express our traditions, stories, and the way we thinking. While we've embraced English and our other languages, I worry that we're losing touch with our native tongues, and we need to find a balance between preserving our roots and adapting to global realities. The reading about the Pact of the Bato left me with mixed emotions. Pedro Paterno's role felt so controversial. On one hand, he sought peace, but on the other, his actions came at the expense of the revolution's ideals. It made me question how much we should compromise for peace. Aguinaldo's exile and the revolutionaries being left with nothing really highlight the political struggles of that time. It's a stark reminder of how personal ambitions can sometimes overshadow the collective good. The Moro Wars, as analyzed by Cesar Adib Mahul, reveal the deep complexities of Mindanao's history. These weren't just wars about religion, they were fighting about for identity and resisting foreign domination. Mahul's work sheds light on how deeply rooted the struggles in Mindanao's are, tied to autonomy, cultural preservation, and colonization's legacy. I'm in favor of federalizing the Philippines. Giving regions more autonomy could improve governance and address the unique needs of areas like Mindanao. That said, it's not a perfect solution. It requires thoughtful planning, respect for diversity, and a strong framework for unity. If done right, though, it could be a step forward for a better future. And that's it for today's discussion. I hope you found my reflections meaningful. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. See you in the next video. Bye!